Hello there YouTube, I am here with a special video today. I am reviewing the SAS Robin Hood recurve bow. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Amazon, shame on you. The bow came strong and it actually came with a damaged string. The limb was twisted. I was able to heat it up with the heat gun, twist it back straight. Now it's true. The string I didn't trust, so I got a paracord string on it, and it came with, get out of here, came with some elevated rests. I'm not going to use those, and I'm probably not going to use any of the stuff that I'm about to show you. Came with a plastic arm guard. This is plastic, guys. It's not going to protect anything. This is going to add injury. And it came with a very cheap, it doesn't even feel right, split finger tab. I actually have good finger tabs. This is not one of them, so no. And okay, like, I get this is adult / youth recurve, so they came with these cheap fiberglass arrows. And well, let me go and show you guys the bow right here. This is actually the bow after I got in, and when I got the bow, the limb was actually twisted, pointing more that way, so I had to twist it back that way. What I ended up doing was I got rid of the broken string. You guys can actually see where I actually had to go and twist the limb right here and right here. Those got stripped. I have it marked right there on where the direction I had to turn it. I went and I made just a temporary bowstring until I get some more bowstrings in. It came with a very soft, I guess that's the way I would have to describe a very soft bowstring. Had good serving section. It did bite down the nocks pretty well, so I will not discredit them for that. Not too crazy about this square portion of the grip, but we're gonna find out if that's any good or not. It came with the elevated rests for left and right-handed. We won't be using any of those elevated rests. I'm gonna be using the arrows that they came with, along with some actual feather fletch arrows, because I do not foresee them doing very good. And guys, I've tested bows with paracord. I use paracord for a lot of my bows. They all perform just fine. I don't know why I'm trying to twist that. It's a glued on point. I'm so used to trying to make sure that these arrowheads are secured. But let's get rid of that so I can go up and down and just see how well these fiberglass arrows work. Actually, it wasn't all that bad. Okay, so they all went they drifted off to the left. Okay, let's see how they do with some feather fletched arrows. So they didn't fly too bad, but they did drift to the left quite a bit. Ooh, that was a very cool shot. It was a very good shot, right in the middle. Okay, that was short. That was on me. And okay, I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a 30-pound bow at 28 inches and a 35-pound bow at 31. Okay, with some actual feather fletched arrows, this bow actually shoots really nice. So I'm gonna give you guys a good look at that. Like I said, just forget about this. The other string, I did not trust it. We're gonna go and I'm gonna go get those arrows, and I'll get you guys a little bit closer up to the target. Okay, guys, like it's really hard to be accurate with these types of arrows because they just want to drift to the left on me. So I'm gonna try to. We're about 10 yards right here. Wow, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Yeah, that was very, very bad. See, if I was gonna advertise a bow that wanted to get somebody into archery, I would send them with a set of these. Keep in guys, I got an entire box of 6 of these for like 20 bucks. Like, no, hang on, let me take it back. It was like, I want to say it was around $50. I want to say I paid like 50 bucks for these at my archery range. So like either way, like say if I was gonna get you guys into archery, I would literally send you 3 of these. I don't think it would really go and matter right there. Okay, let's see how this is good right here. Kill shot. All right. Hit those targets really well. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to shoot these a couple of different styles right there. Because I'm just going to fire off these fiberglass arrows man training style. I really don't like these because they like to kick out. Yeah, I can't get a good straight shot with these. Just can't get a good shot with them. It just really doesn't. Okay, but start on the thumb side. Actually flew pretty nice. Ooh, bullseye. Okay, so was gonna discount that shelf right there, but I think that shelf actually helps out a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so what do I think about this bow? What is nice about this bow is they can shoot it right-handed, shoot it left-handed, and you can pretty much shoot it just however style you want. So it's actually a pretty good bow. With some proper arrows, yeah, you can get probably a good amount of distance shots. One, Amazon, I don't know how Amazon warehouse works. I can only assume they buy these in bulk, put them all in the same area right there. I don't know if it's air conditioned. I don't know if it's whatever the temperature is outside. That was horrible. I really do not like these arrows. Or like I said, they go in the store with a bunch of other stuff. I just don't know. But all I know is that Southland Archery, I think it was Southland Archery Supplies. I have to go and take a look at that name again. But the Robin Hood, it's a good bow. Didn't like the string that came with it. The limb did twist, but I'm not gonna blame the manufacturer for the limb twist. That's more or less on how these get stored before purchase. Shipping came actually really nicely, so shipping company did their job. So like I said, I went and I just made a temporary string with paracord, and overall it shoots really nicely. It shoots a really good, it's around a 5-foot bow, around 5'7", so this is a good bow. Like I said, it can get a very nice long draw for those of you guys that have longer arms. Feels really nice. Okay guys, so let's do some distance shots. Got 3 good arrows. Okay, we're gonna start off at 10 yards. We're at 20 yards. Ooh, bullseye. We're at 30 yards. Target's all the way out there. just short. Let's see how badly these work at a distance. Hit the other arrow. These things just don't fly nice. That was even worse. Those fiberglass arrows just don't fly right. Alright guys, so I know it's easy to send these fiberglass arrows with any starter bow that you guys get. But guys, I've actually had some arrows like these come in with some bows before, and I think they should discontinue with the fiberglass arrows when they're sending them with a bow right here, unless it's a youth compound bow. Now, I've seen a lot of those youth compound bows at Walmart. I've seen them at archery ranges. I've seen them all over a couple other different places. Yeah, keep shooting. Man, that got a very nice shot. We got mosquitoes all over the place right now because we've been getting a lot of rain. And it's very humid outside. All right. But overall, this bow gets... Nope. I'm up to 40 yards. Maximum distance we get the play set out here. I want to see just how close I can get with this bow. Just how close. Just short. What's that? But guys, I like this bow because you can actually... It is an ambidextrous bow. You can shoot just about however way you guys want. Guys, this one's, like I said, a 30-pound bow. So it doesn't have a whole lot of power. 35 at max draw length. Short. And overall, it's getting good distance with these proper arrows. Woo, that was just shy of the target. That one hit. So guys, like I said, bow's good. Like I said, don't like when any company sends a bow strung. Really don't like it because guys, I ordered 4 of these in one go. They all came twisted. That is not something to be proud of. Now, like I said, I don't blame the manufacturer. Just a second. Okay, so the company is Southlands Archery Supply. Southlands Archery Supply right there. So like I said, overall, they make a good bow. They really do. I don't blame them for the limb twist. That comes down to whoever company is storing them and selling them out for purchase. Like I said, I don't think this get anywhere near the target. But like I said, do not like these fiberglass arrows. Just really don't. And I get it's something easy that they can send them with any bow. And like I say, like you can give them to a kid and they can go in the backyard and just shoot a bag target all day. Those don't get anywhere near the target. But, and also guys, that this is, I will go in debunk Southlands Archery system right there because it's advertised as a recurve bow. If you guys don't know what makes a recurve is if the string is touching the limb. Now, if we unstring this bow, that's not even a true recurve. Recurve is like almost like to right here. This is what we call a reflex deflex longbow. And guys, like I said, it works just fine. It shoots, I like the knocks that are on here. They're plastic, it's just got a flat groove on it. Comes down over it. It came out really good right there. After when this limb was twisting, okay, so the limb was twisting that way. So I had to twist it that way after I heated it up. And guys, if you do get a bow like this one right here, keep in mind, if it is a laminated bow, do not do this because you'll just destroy the whole thing. I would just recommend sending it back and getting another one. If it is like one of these and it's just a fiberglass bow, what I recommend doing is taking a heat gun, heating up the section that is twisted just to the point where you can't touch it with your hand, to the point where it's just hot right there, and twist it into that direction. What you're gonna do is you gotta heat it up with the heat gun, put a rag over it, and then you can take a pair of pliers to bite down on that limb. The rag should prevent the pliers teeth from digging into the material, because that's what I did. And you twist it into that direction because it'll be hot and it'll be malleable enough to twist into that direction. And I held it there for about 120 seconds, for about 2 minutes, about 2 whole minutes. You can see right here where I heated up the limb right there. I heated up both sides so it would actually bend and mold easier. And then it became nice and straight down the limb. Still straight down the limb. I did it to all of them because, keep in mind, I bought these for Amp Guard. For those of you who don't know what Amp Guard is, it's basically live action role play where you beat the crap out of each other with foam weapons. One of the things that we do is we take 30 to 35 pound bows. We make these safe arrows right there, and we like to use that as a fighting option. We like to do bow battle games, so a lot of the guys there wanted to get bows right there. We can make arrows all day, but they needed bows, so I ordered all these inexpensive, nice looking bows right there. I got 2 in brown and 2 in black. They all came twisted. Like I said, Amazon, do something right there. I don't know who's in charge of your guys' facilities, but try to keep AC going. And Southland Archery, please send the strings on the bows in the bags with those cheap arm guards and cheap tabs, so that way, one, we can keep these nice and straight. I get you gotta do it for the packaging and all that nice stuff. But like I said, even on the packaging that you have on here, this is a compound bow that this guy's using. And like I said, you're using a compound bow. Like this is a completely different style of bow right there. But either way, because right now I'm just throwing my opinion out there. I think it's a good bow. The bow it shoots really well, but it's due to outside forces of you guys' companies. Please take a little bit more caution and care, because that's why you get so many returns and that's why you get so many refunds. And like I said, I ordered 2 of these, and I decided to go and order 2 more, just so that way I have a couple of options to go and give to the guys there at the parks. And guys, like I said, I think it's a good bow. I think it fires really well when it shoots some decent arrows, because those were 350 grain arrows that I shot. I don't know what the spine is for the arrows that came with this bow, and it actually says on here 2 fiberglass arrows. It actually came with 3, so I don't know if that's on you guys or no. I'm wrong. It did come with 2. That's on me. Didn't count because, like I said, I ordered 4 boxes. Okay, so the arm guard right there was bad. It didn't come with the belt quiver. It didn't come with targets. And keep in mind, this is the whole package that came with it. So even though I didn't open the box on camera, this is something that I felt like should be addressed. Because this is a good entry-level kids bow, or if you guys want to start out right there, it's just a good bow to start off with in general. Now, I was gonna debunk the flat rest, but overall it fires pretty good. All right guys, the sun's going down, so we're gonna do one more round of shooting. Okay, seriously, like those feather fletch carbon arrows fly so much nicer than these fiberglass arrows. Because guys, these fiberglass arrows like to drift to the left, and guys, it's not even flying really straight. What it's doing is it's jumping and coming down with kicking to the left. So like I said, I get it came with the elevator rest, but guys, the elevator rest says like way up here. and so it doesn't feel right to me personally. If you guys shoot it with that elevator rest and it shoots well for you, good on you. Please leave your comments down below. I'd like to know how you guys feel about this bow. At the top of the bag, but like, no, those fireballs there just do not fire well. It's, if you're giving it to a kid, like I said, kid's compound bow, put that right there. Send some cheap carbon arrows with a bow like this. You'll get a lot more sales. People will like it more. Like I said, I've seen cheap arm guards before. And this is just sad. That's just sad. Let's see what I can do with it on thumb draw at this range, because I'm at 30 yards. See if I can do it with thumb draw. Okay, one to the right and one to the left. See if I can dial this in. Yes! Yes, I can. Like I said, the fiberglass arrows just don't fly straight. They don't work well at all. But the bow performs well. Like I said, have bad string. That, honestly, I don't even blame the manufacturer for that. The strings, like I said, those can get damaged just about, even in the bags, they can get damaged with stuff crashing, crushing them, hitting them. I've seen bows that come in with cracks in them. I've seen bows that come with a split on the inside that come with heat damage. Which, guys, they do a plastic handle that just slides over the fiberglass, and they put a heat shrink on either side. About, this is about half an inch, and this one's like about almost an inch, 2 inches. But it is, it's really nice. It's, let me take a look at the full here. Tiller looks good. You can tell that that's your top limb. That's, yeah, this one's got slightly a little bit more bend in it, but overall it fires very, very nicely. And like I said, it's a good size. Like I said, I have bows that are up to right here, but overall this one I like it. I was, like I said, I was gonna debunk this square handle portion right here, but no, I actually don't. It really doesn't bother me at all. This, like here, I feel like this could get a little bit bigger because it fits my hand as well, but I know there are a lot of guys that have bigger hands. Like, this is about, if you went with a 4-inch handle section, you might be onto a winner. But like I said, this is for youth archers right there, and like I said, and young adults right there. Guys, I'm 24. I don't get paid for any of this. These are just my opinions. And like I said, I like to know your opinions down below. Please leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions about this bow, or if you just want my honest thoughts on this bow as well. Other than that, please have a good day.